Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try MarketGurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously. Create dozens of quick lists. Display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Welcome to the Market Guru Show. It's at 12:45. So the U.S. market, it's slightly higher on the Dow. I think it's the financial stock that are a little bit stronger today. Dow Jones. Oh, no, sorry. It's not financial. It's staple consumption, utility mostly that are pushing. There probably a couple of stocks like Procter & Gamble or and a rebound also on industry. It could be Boeing. So the Dow slightly positive, Nasdaq completely at zero. Same thing for the SPY. TSX is stronger. We will talk more about the TSX, but before, so it's not surprised that the market are completely flat in the US. So we could put a 15 minutes, and so it's 3 days at the same level. Since we had the new all-time high, the market did not move a lot when we look at the SPY, and today it's all about the FOMC at 2 p.m. So in approximately an hour, so we will have the announcement at 2 p.m. But most of the time, the most important is the 2:30 press conference with Jerome Powell. So today, the market expects a rate cut. Most of the time, when we have a rate cut, the gold, the market are moving up. The US dollar is moving down. But what will be more important today, it will be the comments from Jerome Powell, because the market think that this could be the last rate cut of the mid-cycle adjustment. We had strong data again today. GDP was at 1.9. We expect 1.6. So it's a lot better number. The job release, the job report for the private one was at 125. The target that I have was 125, but on some other side it was 100,000. So we could say that it's in line or better. So those are 2 data that show that U.S. economy continue to be strong. If the job report continue to be strong, it's probably mean that the consumer will stay strong. So all of those data show that it's probably not a necessity to continue to cut the rates. I think that they will adjust it for a third time because the market expects it, and if they don't do it, the market will have a strong reaction. But I think that he will try to tell the market that this is the last shot for 2019 and probably the last shot also for a good part of the first half or the first quarter of 2020. and the market could move more on the Powell comments than on the rate cut. And if the market think that the Fed should cut more, and they said no, the gold could have a bad reaction. So it's very tough to anticipate, honestly, the meeting today, because we had strong data, and we will see, and we are also at an all-time high. So it's very easy for the market, if he's not certain, to just sell a position, because one firm, one bank will start to sell and the other will follow, and at the end we have just a more rapidly correction or move on the downside. So I just think that there's more chance that the market could go lower today with Jerome Powell comments, but it will still be a strong market. But I'm just afraid about making new all-time, or if the market could be. And when we look at the news, the first news that we had this morning, Reuters said that the phase one deal between US and China could not be signed at the Chile meeting, and this meeting has been canceled later during the day. The Chile announced that they will cancel the Asia-Pacific meeting where Trump and Xi were supposed to meet, and they canceled it because of a big manifestation in the country. It has nothing to do with the trade relation or anything else. It's all about problem in their own country, so they cancel it. But it's a missed opportunity for Xi and Trump. And the other news that we had is that Chinese is think that it's more and more an obstacle that Trump want them to buy 50 billion worth of agricultural products. So now those are two bad information that we had. The market did not react at all on it, but it just could add on the uncertainty and give more reason for the market to just not go making new all-time high again, and show that the last breakout was probably just a false signal. So those are the two, I will say, bad news of the day. But the data in the US were good. That was good news. So market completely flat. If you had open day trading stock in resource, gold, or whatever, I think you should think about closing it before 2 p.m. And if you had position that you are at the price you paid, you are just afraid of losing, the better could be to close before 2 p.m. So yesterday we have closed a couple of positions. Ballard Power, it was a good close, but I didn't see Ballard Power this morning, honestly. So I think it was a good close yesterday. And for WDO, but it was a bad close, and now it's very strong again. It's another 9%. So strong stock. We had opened it there. We closed yesterday, so that was a bad close, but I think it was the sicker thing to do, and sometimes it just that's backfire to us. So if we look at the resource today, USO is in correction because of the oil inventory. We built a big inventory at 10:30, and on this news also the energy stock go down. The gas is tough, and the gold is still very neutral. I see more. I will see that the goal will be it will be a clear breakdown if we had a breakdown. On the breakout, we're still a lot of resistance higher. I prefer the movement, the chart of the stock than the GLD if we want to compare. And US dollar will also probably move on the FOMC. Oh, it's okay. So it's a very, very big move on Canadian dollar. And look, the Canadian dollar will move on the Bank of Canada announcement. They announced that they will keep the rate unchanged at 1.75. With the Fed looking to cut the rates, the Canadian dollar should not have those kind of reactions. So I really think that the reaction is because the market more and more anticipate that the Fed will put an hold after this rate cut. So that means that the spread between the rates in Canada and US will not increase in favor of the Canadian dollar. This is like a half a cent down. It's all of the last 2 weeks move on the upside that we just erased today. It's a big move on it. If we look at the Canadian sector, energy slightly down. Gold slightly higher. We could look at the gold sector. So the gold today, like, if it was not on the Fed, I said they could have opportunity at some point during the day. But with the Fed, I will told you it will be very, very hard to buy position before 3 p.m. And most of the time, the move on the move on the market on the Wednesday, it's not every time, but often, I will say 50% of the time, completely different than the move on the Thursday morning when all of the Wall Street investment firm economists have time to react and think and have meeting about the Fed announcement. So I don't recommend you to buy any position after 2 p.m. today. They could have some breakout in the gold, but I really think that you need to wait until Thursday morning to be sure and not be caught in a big volatility. So there's a lot of stock in the gold that seem to be interesting today. NovaGold, it's a nice breakout. I just don't think it's a good idea. Alastair was a big move today. So what I said in the show sooner today or yesterday is that day trading could have been good today, this morning up to 2 p.m., but not right now when we have the Fed meeting in an hour. Centera Gold, it's all about its earnings. Is the reason why the stock is down like that. So I don't have any question. I don't have any more to say right now. So we will end the show and I will see the person on Guru.tv, customer from Guru.tv at 3:30. So we will wrap up the Fed FOMC, and then the French rates will be at 3:15. Have a nice afternoon, everybody, and see you next Wednesday, same hour, 12:45 for an update.